What's up, guys? Welcome to NBTV Canes all day. If you're rocking with the U, you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. And big shout out to the Kane Gang members. I appreciate you guys being members. If you want to be membership of the YouTube, click the link in the pinned comments because we will be looking extensively at this game. Miami just lost to Georgia Tech 28-23, and this is my instant reaction. Before I dive into this game, though, I do want to say this. Miami is now 9-1, and they have 2 games in a bye week left. If they win out, they go to the ACC championship. Right now, Miami is tied with Clemson, and the tiebreaker is common opponent. Miami beat Louisville. Clemson lost to Louisville. So we would have to lose another ACC game to knock us out of the ACC championship game. As for the playoffs, if you win the ACC championship, you get an automatic bid. If we don't win the ACC championship, I don't think we have the resume to get in. So I wanted to throw the overall after effect of this loss, throw that out there. But this game was disappointing, man. And I think what was so disappointing is we were outcoached. Yeah, we were outcoached. When you look at Georgia Tech had a quarterback who was injured and a true freshman quarterback. You had a running back who got hurt, a linebacker who got hurt, a corner who got hurt, a defensive lineman who got hurt throughout this game. We were outcoached. This team was ready. They knew exactly how to get us, and they got us every time. And we really never had an answer. And I know there's going to be some people to say, well, Grant, the defense made stops. If we go back and watch the game, which I still have to rewatch it, there was 2 third downs where we're beaten on the play, but they just dropped the ball. We're beaten. They just dropped the ball. Whew. Thank goodness they have to punt. When I really look at this game, I just say Brent Key, he's a goofy coach. I mean, the things he be saying is goofy, but he coached a hell of a game. Their offense, their defense, they coached a hell of a game. And Coach Guidry could not do anything to stop those jet sweeps. Mario Cristobal, we decided to go for 4th downs. Got no problems with that. But I have a problem when we stop doing what we do. Our MO was, Cam Ward is the man. But on 4th and short, we handed off to those big backs. And trying to run a play action to only look like only 2 players was out on a route. You know, I'm just like, we always get it if we hand the ball off. I feel like we haven't been stopped this season. So why go away from that? I just feel like this game, the first thing that my biggest takeaway is that we were outcoached. And Georgia Tech, they did a hell of a job coaching. They lost their best player time and time again, and they had an answer. We came at them, and they always had an answer. I do believe that this defense is the way it's been playing and the way that it is a fireable offense. Yeah. I'm not saying that I think anybody should be fired. I'll let people in the comments comment on that. But I do think that the way that this defense is and the way that people just know how to get us, it's right out the gates. Just run a couple motions. The players, they're miscommunicating, and then bam. I was wondering, is it the players or is it the coaches? I do believe defensively it's a little bit of them both. But today specifically, there was no adjustments made. 3rd and 18, middle wide open. Was that Mish Powell's fault? Was it Guidry's fault? Was it the safety's fault? I think we need answers. And I think Monday when they asked Coach Guidry, I don't want to hear these silly ass questions. And I understand the people who ask the questions, they have a job to do. They just can't get up there and just say, hey, why'd y'all get your ass kicked? They got to be professional and things of that nature. But it's baffling. 3rd and 18. Nobody in the middle of the field. It's baffling. Offense struggled today. The only thing I don't like about the offense was that 4th down, that 4th and 1 call. I did not like that. And then Cam has to take his check downs. Because we can talk about missed throws. That's going to happen. We can talk about the refs not calling a flag. That's going to happen. But, you know, the offense only put up 23 points. That was not good enough to win today. But, I mean, damn. I'm not going to get on here and start slamming shit because the offense didn't show up today when they have showed up time and time again. And deep down, we all knew we were happy that we were 9-0, but we knew there was going to be a game when the defense is just going to have to make some plays. And, you know, they did get us back the ball, and Cam fumbled it. But I would go back to say we shouldn't have been in that predicament. There is no reason a true freshman should be able to run up and down the field on us. What they have, 370 total yards. They only had 88 passing yards. But when they passed it, they had men wide open. We had Jaden Harris, we had Zaquan Patterson. No matter what corners, Daryl Porter, you can name, nobody was good defensively. You know, I think Ruben Bain was pretty good. Jalen Alderman flashed, but I think more like, to me, the defense, they don't get a pass because it hasn't been good all year. And then you play a team that has 2nd and 3rd stringers in it, and we can't impose our will defensively. It's just sad. Balls getting batted in the air and they're hitting the ground. Quarterbacks having all day to throw the ball. Quarterbacks juking a safety. Running backs juking a safety. We have no ferocity. The times that I did see us have Ahmad Moulton knocked the brakes off the one guy that was not targeting. That was a great play by you. Running to the ball, made the tackle. We got face mask. A lot of reaching. It's just not a good feeling, man. I hate losing to Georgia Tech. I feel like this was a season for us to do great things. We still got a chance. We still got a chance to do great things, but we gotta, guys, 10 games in, you are who you are. There's nothing going to change it. There's nothing to fix this defense. There's nothing to fix the offense when they go in these little lulls. And look, I don't. The offense wasn't perfect. 3 for 10 on 3rd down, 1 for 4 on 4th down. But I really have no issues besides that play action call. You know, drop passes that could have been caught, but that stuff, that's football. That's football, man. But the way that one side of the ball is, it's just, I don't know. I definitely look at the coaching a lot this game. This is one game where I say, hey, they played us with some backup players and beat us. How does that happen? If I have the better weapons, I should not lose to you unless you have a intelligence that I don't have. And I believe we had the stronger weapons, the better weapons, but they had the better strategy And today, they outcoached us. We got to call it like it is. Now, when I say that, am I saying that the players didn't have no responsibility for this? No. Because although drop passes happen, we need you to make those passes. We need you to make those catches. We need you to make those blocks. We need Cam not to fumble the ball. We need tackles to be made. We need face masks not to be happening. This game really just felt like, the no calls, the face mask, it just felt like it was going to be one of those days, and it was one of those days. And we played with fire throughout this season over and over and over. We kept touching the stove, touching the stove, touching the stove, touching the stove. And today we touched the stove, and the stove I was on, and we got burned. And we got lessons to learn. Now the question is, how will we rebound? How will we rebound? I did want it to be noted that Romello Height, former Miami Hurricane commit, ends up decommitting, goes to Auburn, USC, I think, and then ends up at Georgia Tech. He makes a big strip sack. Thomas Gore, a former Miami Hurricane, he made one of the big sacks in this game. So I just thought that was interesting. Overall, Miami's 9-1 with everything in front of us. But today was very disappointing. And I really just don't know exactly what to say. Kiko. Last year, Kiko was a force. Kiko was a force last year. He was somebody you had to worry about. This year, he's missing tackles. They're just moving him out of the way. This defense can't be fixed. I don't really know what else to say. What do you guys think? I'm out. Peace.